Okay, so we all know the feeling, right? You're excited about crypto and stocks, but then there's that little voice in the back of your head about risk.
Yeah, and it's like,
And we're going to tackle that head on in this deep dive
exactly.
with risk management secrets. We're going to look at how a tool called BULLWISE AI can help you really take action using those secrets.
It's amazing how many people just sort of jump into trading, without a plan for managing risk.
Kind of like, like heading out on a boat
Yeah.
with no life jacket.
Exactly. You've got to protect yourself. Risk management secrets makes it really clear. Protecting your capital, that's how you stay in the game long term, whether it's stocks, crypto, whatever.
And one of the first things the book talks about is position sizing.
Right.
Which was actually new to me. I gotta say, it was a real aha moment reading that.
Yeah.
Essentially, it means deciding how much of your trading money you're willing to risk on any single trade.
So let's say you have like $10,000 to trade with.
Okay.
And you choose to risk 2% on one trade.
Yeah.
That means you're only putting $200 on the line.
Right.
And the book really emphasizes sticking to that percentage.
Yeah.
No matter what, even if you feel super confident, don't go over that. That way, even if things go south, you haven't wiped out your whole account.
It's that protection from a huge loss that can really set you back. They suggest aiming for 1 to 2% risk per trade.
Yeah. And it seems conservative, but
It does seem conservative.
you'll sleep better at night, believe me.
And then another big strategy that the book digs into, stop loss orders.
Oh, yeah, those are important.
I've heard the term,
Yeah,
but I was never totally clear on how they worked.
right.
Risk management secrets really helped me get it.
So imagine you buy Bitcoin at $30,000
Okay,
and you put in a stop loss order at $29,000.
got it.
If the price drops to that level, your order automatically sells it.
So you're limiting your loss.
Exactly. Just $1,000 per coin in that case.
Way better than just holding on and hoping.
Hoping and praying.
Exactly, yeah.
The book also talks about different types of stop loss orders, like static stops, trailing stops.
That's right, that trailing stop loss, it adjusts as the price moves in your favor, right? So you can lock in those profits as you go.
Exactly. Like if Bitcoin keeps going up to 31,000, then 32, your trailing stop loss would move up too.
So it's like a safety net that goes up as you climb higher.
Exactly. But the book stresses set those stops based on your overall strategy and your risk tolerance. How much can you handle?
Which leads into another big concept from the book, risk-reward ratio, weighing how much you could potentially gain versus how much you could lose.
Right. You ideally want trades where the potential reward is way bigger than the risk you're taking.
Like that 3.1 ratio they talk about?
Exactly. For every dollar you risk, you aim to make $3 profit.
So it's not just about avoiding losses, it's about making the most when you're right. But in a market that moves so fast, especially in crypto, how do you actually put all this into practice?
Well, that's where BULLWISE AI comes in. It uses deep learning and AI to help you put those risk management strategies into action.
And BULLWISE, from what I've read, it really seems like it could be a game changer. What can you tell us about this whole deep learning thing?
So deep learning, it's a type of AI that lets BULLWISE analyze just tons and tons of market data, looking for patterns, even trying to predict how the price will move.
Wow.
And it does it with a really high level of accuracy. Think of it as like a super-powered analyst working for you around the clock.
Always on the job.
Always on.
So how does that connect with the stop-loss strategy we were just talking about?
So BULLWISE can actually help you set those stop-loss levels more precisely based on its analysis. It can see those market trends and how volatile things are. And it can even alert you when it might be time to adjust your stop-loss, as things change in the market.
So it's taking a lot of the guesswork out.
A lot of it.
Especially for someone still learning, like me.
It really is like having a co-pilot, constantly watching market and helping you make those smarter choices.
And Risk Management Secrets really emphasizes using these market indicators to make those trading decisions. Does BULLWISE incorporate those?
Absolutely. It uses over 100 different indicators, like moving averages, RSI, MACD, all of that, giving you a complete picture of the market.
So it's like having all those tools right in one place.
Yeah.
To make those decisions and manage your risk effectively.
Exactly.
This is all making so much more sense now. It's not just about crossing your fingers and hoping for the best.
No.
It's about having a plan, having the right tools, and sticking to it, that discipline.
You got it. And we're just getting started. There's so much more to uncover in risk management secrets, and we'll keep exploring how BULLWISE can help you put all those secrets into action. So welcome back to our deep dive. Reading through risk management secrets, one of the things that really stuck with me is how important it is to understand volatility and how to manage it, especially when we're talking about crypto.
Yeah, that makes sense. Crypto prices, they can swing so wildly. It's like a roller coaster sometimes.
It is.
But the book actually frames volatility in kind of a positive way, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Volatility, it's like a double-edged sword, right? It definitely brings risks, but it also creates some real opportunities if you know how to handle it. Risk Management Secrets actually suggests using volatility to your advantage.
Okay, now I'm interested. How do you actually use volatility to make better trading decisions?
Well, the book talks about using volatility indicators, like the average true range, or ATR for short, to sort of measure how much an asset's price is likely to swing, and then you can adjust your stop loss and position sizes based on that.
So let's say I'm looking at Ethereum,
Okay.
known for its price swings, right? A wider stop loss might be better in that case, so you don't get stopped out of a trade too early.
Exactly. If you have a really tight stop loss in a market that's swinging all over the place,
Yeah.
you could get kicked out of a trade that might actually have made you money.
So instead of being afraid of that volatility,
Yeah.
we should learn to work with it, adapt our strategies.
Respect it.
The book also talks about using both technical and fundamental analysis.
Right.
I think that's something a lot of new traders don't fully grasp.
It's a really crucial point. So technical analysis is all about looking at charts, patterns, indicators to try and get a sense of where the price might go next. You're basically studying how the market has behaved in the past.
Trying to anticipate those future moves.
Exactly. Like you're looking for clues, signals in the charts.
Right. But then what about fundamental analysis? How does that tie into risk management?
So fundamental analysis is more about understanding the underlying factors that affect an asset's value. Like with stocks, you'd look at earnings reports. Or with crypto, you'd look at, how much adoption there is, how the project is developing overall.
So for crypto, it's like who's behind it, what technology are they using, what's the overall sentiment like?
Exactly. And Risk Management Secrets makes the point that if you can combine those two approaches,
Right.
technical and fundamental,
Yeah.
you get a much more complete picture of the market. It's not just about the numbers, it's about understanding the story behind those numbers too.
And wouldn't a tool like BULLWISE be super helpful in that? I mean, it's already analyzing all this data.
Absolutely.
So it seems like it could provide insights on both the technical side and the fundamental side.
You're right, it can connect those dots. On the one hand, it's giving you technical analysis through its indicators and charts, but it can also pull in news feeds, do sentiment analysis on social media, so you can get a sense of what's driving the price from a fundamental perspective too.
It really sounds like BULLWISE can be a powerful tool for traders, especially those who are trying to put those strategies from Risk Management Secrets into action.
Definitely. And speaking of strategies, there's one more key piece that the book really digs into: developing a solid trading plan.
Okay, tell me more. I've heard people talk about trading plans.
Yeah,
I've never actually sat down and made one.
right.
According to the book, what are the key things that should be in a good trading plan?
So your trading plan should outline things like your trading style. What's your risk tolerance? What assets do you prefer to trade? What are your entry and exit rules? And even how are you going to handle your emotions when things get heated? Because Risk Management Secrets emphasizes having that plan beforehand helps you avoid those impulsive decisions, when you're driven by fear or greed, which can really hurt your success in the long run.
It's about taking the emotion out of it as much as you can.
Exactly. You want to be disciplined? Your trading plan, it's like a roadmap. It keeps you focused on your goals and reminds you, hey, these are my risk management strategies, especially when the market gets crazy.
But making a trading plan, starting from scratch, can feel kind of daunting.
It can, yeah.
Does Risk Management Secrets give any guidance, like templates or something?
It does, yeah. It actually walks you through creating a trading plan step by step. And it even has some sample templates that you can adapt to fit your own needs.
So it's like having a personal coach, in a way.
Exactly, guiding you through the process.
That's awesome.
And keep in mind, the book points out your trading plan, it's not set in stone. It's something you should revisit and tweak as you gain experience. And as your trading style evolves, right?
This has been a really valuable discussion, really getting into the core principles of Risk Management Secrets.
It has, yeah. But hold on tight, because in our final part, we're going to explore some even more advanced risk management techniques, including this concept of hedging. And we'll see how a tool like BULLWISE can be your ultimate co-pilot for navigating the markets safely and profitably.
All right, so we're back and we've covered so much ground in Risk Management Secrets already. Lots of practical stuff, but the book also gets into some of those more advanced techniques.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm really curious to learn more about that.
Right, so we've got that solid foundation. And Risk Management Secrets takes us a step further, with concepts like hedging, which can be a whole other layer of protection for your trading strategy.
Hedging, I gotta say, that's always sounded a little bit mysterious to me.
Yeah.
Can you break it down in a way that even a beginner trader can understand?
So think of hedging as a way to offset potential losses from one trade by taking a related position. That will probably move in the opposite direction. It's like creating a balance, to minimize your overall risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm like really bullish on a stock,
Right.
but I'm also worried about the market maybe taking a dip. Could hedging help me protect what I've gained?
Absolutely, yeah. Risk management secrets gives some examples. Using options contracts, for instance. A put option gives you the right, but not the obligation to sell an asset at a certain price.
Right.
So if you own stock and then you buy a put option on that same stock, you're basically insuring yourself in case the price drops.
It's like a backup plan.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case things go wrong.
Okay.
The book also mentions using inverse ETFs for hedging.
Inverse ETFs. Now, what are those?
So an inverse ETF is designed to move in the opposite direction of a certain index or asset. Like, let's say you're worried about tech stocks taking a hit.
Yeah.
You could buy shares of an inverse ETF that follows the NASDAQ 100. So if tech goes down, the inverse ETF should go up. And that can offset some of your losses.
So it's like a counterbalance to help keep your portfolio steady during those times when the market is swinging up and down.
Exactly.
Really helpful. But the book also points out
Right.
that these advanced techniques can be kind of complicated.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have their own complexities. You want to make sure you really get how they work before you start using them in your strategy.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Always. Now, one thing that comes up again and again in the book is the importance of having the right tools, to actually put your risk management plan into action. We've talked about BULLWISE AI.
Right.
Are there other tools out there that traders might want to look into?
Yep. Are there?
Oh, absolutely. There's a ton of them. The whole trading world is full of tools designed to support traders. You've got your modern trading platforms with features like automated stop-loss orders, portfolio trackers to help you visualize your overall risk, even these really sophisticated risk calculators.
It sounds like you've got a whole toolkit you can use to make your trading approach more resilient.
That's exactly it. And a lot of these tools, they can sync right up with your brokerage account, so managing your risk becomes a much smoother part of your whole trading process.
So as we kind of wrap up our deep dive into risk management secrets,
Yeah.
I keep coming back to this idea of continuous learning and adapting, which the book talks a lot about. It feels like this journey never really ends.
You're right. It's an ongoing process. The markets are always changing. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow, The key to success in trading long-term is to stay curious. Keep learning, keep adapting your strategies as needed.
So it's not just about reading one book or mastering one tool.
Right.
It's about being a student of the markets for life.
Exactly. That's the mindset that Risk Management Secrets really encourages. The book even suggests practicing with demo accounts regularly, That way you can test out new ideas without risking your actual money.
That's a great tip, especially for new traders who are still getting comfortable, like a safe space to experiment. Learn from mistakes.
Exactly. I think Risk Management Secrets does a fantastic job of laying out a roadmap for traders at all levels. If you can understand and use these strategies,
Right.
You can approach the markets with so much more confidence and control.
This deep dive has been incredible. I feel so much more prepared now to handle those challenges that come with trading. Thanks for sharing your expertise and helping me unlock those secrets to really effective risk management.
My pleasure. And remember, managing risk, it's not about getting rid of it completely. It's about understanding it, knowing how to reduce it, and even using it to your advantage. That's how you reach your trading goals.
And to all our listeners out there, I highly recommend checking out Risk Management Secrets for yourselves. And remember, becoming a successful trader, it's a journey, one of continuous learning and growth. Happy trading, everyone.